Good day, my dear friends. It's been a wonderful day today. Thank you so much for being here with me. Yes. Tonight, I want to speak about focus. You know, focus is like a laser beam. When you direct the laser beam to a particular point of a metal, no matter how hard, no matter how strong that metal is, the laser beam will cut through the metal. It doesn't matter how long you have tried to succeed. It doesn't matter how difficult things are. If you can stay focused, if you can tell yourself that no matter what, I'm going to keep to my dreams, no matter what, I'm going to keep to my goals, you are going to succeed. Success never comes easy for anybody. Nobody who has succeeded and done it big, nobody who has succeeded globally has ever found it easy to succeed. You see, the biggest success stories are stories of men and women who never gave up. Men and women who are focused on achieving the goals, achieving the dreams they set out to achieve. But in today's world, painfully, a lot of people easily lose steam. A lot of people easily give up because they lack focus. It is focus that would help you build the passion. If you are not focused, you are easily going to lose steam at the least 10 of difficult situations. Focus is so critical for whatever you desire for in life. It doesn't you see, it doesn't matter if it's a new house you want to build, it doesn't matter if it's a new business you want to start, it doesn't matter if you want to become a billionaire or a multi-billionaire. Whatever it is, you've got to understand that focus, focus your strength. If you don't focus everything you have on the specific things you are looking for, you are not going to succeed if you can't focus. Because if you cannot focus your attention, if you cannot focus all your thinking, if you cannot focus everything you have on the specific goal you have for yourself, you cannot make it. So focus is important. Focus is critical. You see, when you are focused, it doesn't matter how small your progress is. When you are focused, it doesn't matter how small incremental progress you make. You see, even if you are making 0.001% progress every single day, with focus, you would beat anybody who bust his performance. Anybody who increases by 10%, 20% and goes to sleep. That is if you can increase consistently. So it is only focus that can help you to stay your course. It is only focus that can help you to understand that there is more ahead, and the journey ahead requires that you don't give up. The journey ahead requires that you keep your head high. Most people who have never succeeded have not succeeded not because they don't have goals, not because they never had dreams, but because they lost focus. For most people, on 31st on 31st December of every month, most people set out very lofty goals, very inspiring things they want to do. But even 2 months into the next year, they had forgotten everything they set out to do on 31st. Why? They lose focus. So if you can't maintain your focus, you either forget about success or you learn how to build focus on the goals and dreams you have. Focus is critical. Focus is important. What are you focusing on this week? What are you focusing on this month? What are you focusing on for the rest of the year? What are you focusing on for the next year, the next 2 years, the next 5 years, the next 10 years? What are you focusing on for your children, for your business, for your career, for your health? There must be something you are focusing on, because where focus goes, energy flows. What are you focusing on? A life without focus is a scattered life of loose energies. Because if you are not focused, your energies are scattered, your attention is scattered, and a person with a divided attention would never ever succeed. If your attention is divided, you cannot succeed. So focus is so critical that everybody must have a master's in focus. Everybody must master how to focus their attention on the specific goal at hand at any point in time. Focus is critical. What are you focusing on for the rest of the week? What are you focusing on for the rest of the month? What are you focusing on for the rest of the year? For your business, for your career, for anything that concerns you, what is the focus? If you want to build a healthy life, if you want to build a stronger body, there must be something you are focusing on. Your food, the time you eat, the quality of food, the quantity of food, the exercises you make, and even the water you take, and the things you don't have to take. So, whatever you focus on as you do, because that is the only thing you are thinking about, your mind gives you a lot of ideas. You see, your mind is dormant. If you don't give your mind work to do, and then your mind begins to find unconsciously, your mind begins to find that you can achieve the success that you are seeking for, or the success you are looking for. So focus is important. Focus is critical. If you are not prepared to focus on your journey of success, if you are not prepared to be focused on what you are looking for, just forget success. If you're not prepared to focus on what you are looking for, forget about success. Forget about making it. Forget about everything you seek. Focus is important for your journey. If you lose focus, you lose the momentum to achieve your goals, dreams, and targets in life. If you lose focus, you lose your ability to build passion. If you lose focus, you lose meaning. You have just set up yourself for failure, because as a human being, your mind, your life must be focused on something to make life a worthwhile experience. So focus is critical. Whatever it takes, make sure that you don't lose your focus on the things you want to have, the things you want to achieve, on the specific goals you want for your life. Focus is important. Focus is critical. What are you focusing on in your life? What is your life's most important goal? And how focused are you on achieving that goal that you have? Focus would get you to your promised land. Focus would get you to every position, every part of life you want to go. You see, it doesn't matter how long it takes. As far as you are focused, look at all the nations of the world that have developed and developed big, all the businesses, all the people in the world that have achieved massive success. Focus. You see, the maker of the light bulb, the maker of the light bulb or the electricity bulb tried 9,999 times. This man never gave up, because he was focused on producing an electric bulb. Yes. A few years ago, the United States decided that It was not going to help China. It was not going to share anything with China in relation to space travel. China paid about $200 million to Europe to be part of the European Space Agency, but they put China aside as an observer. But China wanted to go to space, so China focused on its energy. China focused on going to space. In less than 30 years, in a few years' time, China focused. China was as undeveloped as African nation, but China was focused on becoming better. China put it in there. Today, China is a massive superpower. So whatever it is that you desire, whatever it is that you want to come to pass, being it your business, being whatever it is, you've got to be focused. You've got to give it your all. You've got to give it everything that you have. Yes, you've got to give your life everything you have. You've got to give it every attention. But without being focused, nothing can be achieved. Without focus, nothing at all will be achieved. So if your life is not better as you wanted it, it is because of the things you have focused on the last 5 years, the last 10 years, even the last 2 months. So whatever level of success you are now is dependent on what you focused on yesterday and what you are going to become tomorrow, what you are going to become the next year, the next 2 years, the next 5 years, the next 10 years will depend on what you are focusing on now. So what are you focusing on? What specific things are you focusing on in your career, in your business, in your enterprise, in your physical life, in your relationships, in your finances? You see, whatever you focus on, as you give it your ultimate passion, whatever you focus on, as you give it everything you have, that thing will come to you. The Bible says, whatsoever a man thinketh of in his heart, so is he. Yes. Whatever you think of. Yes, whatever you think of. Yes. Like this book by James Allen. Wonderful book. Yes. He said, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So whatever you think about, whatever you think of, if you can give it your maximum focus, if you can focus on whatever you want and give it your ultimate passion, give it everything you have, you are going to succeed. If you give it everything you have, you are going to succeed. Focus is critical. Focus is important. What are you focusing on? My dear friend, what are you focusing on? What are you focusing on? You've got to focus on something. You've got to focus. Yes. You've got to focus. Focus is like a laser beam. Whatever you throw it, whatever you throw the beam at every particular point of a metal, that metal will break because of your focus. So focus is critical. It doesn't matter how difficult things are, doesn't matter how difficult things have become. Just focus. Give it every energy you have. Give it every strength you have. Give it everything. And before you realize, before you wake up, everything will begin to fall in place. Never stop focusing. Never, 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 ever stop trusting. Never, ever stop looking at the ultimate goal. Do everything in your power. Give your goals every single energy you have. Give your dream every single focus you have. And things will fall into the right places. yes, things will fall into the right places. So thank you so much. And I'm grateful that you joined me tonight. And we shall continue um, another time. We shall continue on a different topic. So, whatever question you have, let me have your questions. Yes, whatever questions you have, let me have them. And then in our next episode, in our next live, I would answer that question. So let us all be assured that we are going to come live very often and discuss various topics that would help you become better as a leader, as a business person, to succeed. Thank you so much. God bless you. Until we meet again, aspire to become. Bye bye.